Welcome to the Go Big and Go Home show. My name's Dustin Hill, and I'm here to help you discover and stick to your dreams while deepening the connections with those you love. Hey, welcome back to the Go Big and Go Home show. This is your host, Dustin Hill, and I'm super excited to have you here. So today I wanted to talk about publishing. And, if you are following social media, I recently started a 100-day publishing challenge. And so I wanted to dive into that a little bit more about why I'm doing this, why I want to do more publishing, and why, it's important for you. And so first of all, why did I decide to do, a 100-day, publishing challenge? So what happened is, I was in a Facebook group for ClickFunnels affiliates. And so I was in there and, I've realized that, having a 9 to 5 and then being able and having kids and, trying to run a business as well, is that affiliate marketing is a really, really good, option there, because you don't have to worry about the fulfillment and the support and really even about the conversion piece of that. So all you really need to worry about in the business part is just that first piece of, the sales part or, and that type of thing, kind of the lead generation / sales. And so that's something I realized is like, man, I really need to hunker down and do more in that. And so that's something that I'm, actively looking at, is how do I better be an affiliate for ClickFunnels. And so I've got a lot of different things going on. One is, again, with the publishing challenge, I'm going to be talking about Traffic Secrets book because I believe in it and I think it's totally awesome. I will have links for those that want to purchase, then great, it's a free book. And so anyways, but that, I'm an affiliate for that. And so then I can share that. So that's one thing I'm doing. But I'm also, continuing to try out these different things of what does it take to figure out, like, how do you leave your 9 to 5 so that you can have your dream life, and I know for me, being a dad and having, 4.5 kids, and having 9 to 5, that, it's like I have these ambitions and these great things, and I'm excited to continue to work towards them and to be able to work towards that dream life of being able to work for myself and have ultimate flexibility. But again, for me, it's something that I'm on this journey to figure out those things and what works so that I can then turn around and teach others about it. I know that I need to learn that first in order to actually do that. And so I'm super excited to continue to do that because I feel like it's more than just me now, right? Like, I think that's part of the thing that gets me going, is that I'm like, man, I have the opportunity to go and really impact a lot of people. And so now it's like, yeah, I've got to figure out myself, and we'll see how long it takes and when I decide to, to shift that. But again, I know that there's a lot of people in my same situation that maybe they do have kids like me, maybe they're just married, maybe they're in a relationship, but they have a 9 to 5 and they really want to switch at some point, but they just don't want to like jump ship. And so, saving up money can take a while if you really want to like replace a couple months of income so that you can do this and then start. And so I'm really excited to be able to continue to learn about that. And so again, affiliate marketing is something that I'm going to be diving into, but also going to be looking at, what are some, higher ticket, items that I could be helping with as well, that I can help people. And especially I really love the idea of helping people more with funnels as well, because I am technical, and I also just really see a ton of value in helping people with funnels. And so if you don't know what funnel is, think of it like a series of web pages, but they're really geared to give people a specific result and to sell people and really help them, right? And so think about like a general website. It's kind of like this brochure, a business card. It's something that, hey, you can go look, you can go see the different services, you can go, maybe you can book a call, you can do different things like that. But it's not something that necessarily funnels you in a specific way, right? Maybe you go and you kind of say, oh, look at this blog post. Oh, cool. Do that. Maybe I'll subscribe for the email newsletter and things like that. Whereas a funnel is, a lot of times it's, you're getting that traffic there somewhere. So again, this publishing challenge, we'll be talking more about that, but you'll be either organically or through paid ads, you'll be sending people to this funnel. And so, a lot of times that starts with entering some contact information, right? So, for instance, with Traffic Secrets, right? So, the book that I'm promoting right now, I'm talking about a lot, is you can see that as a funnel. So, you go there and there's the sales copy, there's the messaging there to help you see, like, why is this important, right? Why is Russell giving away this book and I just have to pay shipping? And so then you have your contact information there. As you enter that in, then there's a series of other pages that has some upsells, some things that, oh, okay, hey, you want the book, but you also want the audio book. Like, that's something that I got because I could listen to it before the book actually arrived, and I just wanted to really get through it. And so I got the audiobook, and then there's other trainings and different things like that. And so, anyways, that's kind of the idea is. And there's reasons for that, and I can dive into that a little bit more. But it's different from a website in that it's more geared around marketing and around sales, and it's something that's way more profitable as well, is because you're really helping people to buy the services and the things that they need, so that they can then go from there. And so that's what the other thing is too. It can be just as simple as like a lead magnet, which is basically where you put in your name and email, and then you get some free resource, right? And so that's like a 2-page, funnel. And so that's something that, again, I'm really into, and I really love that. And so I'm excited to be able to help other people in that way as well, to be able to figure out for your business, or whatever you have going on. And so a little bit back into to publishing. Why is that so important? Why am I doing this? And so I was in this group with ClickFunnels, and they were just talking about, hey, you got to publish. You got to be publishing, and that's what Traffic Secrets talked about, that you need to publish. And so I just want to dive into a little bit of why is it important to publish. And so if you think about it, there's a couple different reasons why it's important to publish. One, and this is probably the first reason I would say, is that it's a way for you to provide value to other people, right? If you're publishing, you're able to go and understand, what do people need and how can I best help them? And then you can give them the things that they need, right? So it's a way for you to be a servant in a sense, and to say, hey, I'm out here, spend this extra time so that I can give this to you, right? I want to give you this solution. I want to give you some real experiences so that you learn about it, right? Like, I'm hoping as you're listening to this podcast that you are able to understand some of the things towards your own journey, right? If it is, like mine, to leave your 9 to 5 at some point, that you can kind of watch this journey, and, maybe you'll listen to this, someone that's listening to this, and they went back and listened the first few episodes, and they're like, oh, okay, so that's what Dustin was doing. That's how bad he was in the beginning, right? And different things like that. But it's one of those things that, you'll be able to really help, in that way, to be able to give back. And and the other reason that's important is it's a way for you to find an audience, right? To find those people that want to listen to you, right? And so if you think about, if you're providing this valuable content to people, then they're likely going to share it with others, right? Or they're going to learn something from it and then be able to be one of your supporters, right? And so there's those reasons to do that. And if you think about it, if so there's some podcasts out there that have millions of downloads. They've got tons of listeners every day, and so for them, they have a huge traffic source and a huge audience, in a sense, where it's like, hey, they have some new product, they have something they want to promote, whatever, they bring it out to their audience, and people are like, wow, this is really amazing, right? The thing about publishing is you can't do that overnight, right? And so it takes time, but again, it's super valuable to be able to give to other people, and then to be able to grow that audience, so that those that love what you're doing and they love hearing about it, then they continue to come back and to be able to listen to you. And so that's a couple reasons why it's really important to publish. And for me, there's with this challenge, it's just one of those things. I'm like, I just need to do it like for 100 days in a row. And John Lee Dumas, he's one of those amazing podcasters, Entrepreneurs on Fire, and he has a ton of followings, a lot of people listening and everything. But he just talked about that, what he recommends doing is every day waking up and writing one valuable piece of content, So that's part of the reason I'm doing the challenge, is because of someone that's done this for a long time, that they said that that's really important. And so that's why I'm excited to continue to do that. I love doing video and audio. And so that's why I'm, more on that way. I don't necessarily love to write things out or whatever. Quotes are definitely cool. So I like those. And so maybe we'll occasionally do some of those as well. But anyways, it's really fun, and I'm excited to do that. And so the other reason I would say that it's important to publish is that, it helps you to actually see, especially for someone starting out, if you are thinking, maybe I do want to leave my 9 to 5 and I want to do something else at some point. Well, it's a way for you to kind of try it out, in a sense of try out the niche that you want to go into, right? If you are not super passionate about something, then you're not going to be able to continue to talk about it, right? So if you say, okay, I'm going to do this for 100 days, right? Publish something, and maybe it's about yoga, right? And Amy loves yoga. I think yoga is great. I don't think I could publish on it every single day. But again, if that's something oh, dude, I love yoga. And then you start publishing, and then day 5, you're like, okay, this is really kind of not that fun anymore. And I'm not super excited about going and talking about it, then okay, then that's not really the right thing, right? You got to find that thing. And so that's why a reason, especially figuring out in the beginning, you can do that. And the last thing I just want to say about all that is that, what Russell Brunson and Steve Larson say is that by publishing, you're going to find your voice, right? You'll be able to get through those awkward moments of not really knowing what to say and not being great at it. And I'm definitely still working on a lot of that type of stuff. I really want to get better at just telling stories and really taking people into a specific scene, right? That's what Brendan Burchard talks about of hey, I'm sitting down at this desk, this leather chair, and it rocks back, and sometimes I fall, and it wheels around. Anyways, but there's these ways that you can really do that, and so that's something I'll be working on, and it'll be fun to see on day 100 how much better I'll be at at telling stories and things like that, just because I'll be doing it more, right, and practicing that. And so that's the other thing, is that you'll continue to get better. And Garrett White just says that you'll at first you're going to suck, right? But then you're going to suck a little bit less and a little bit less until you just don't suck anymore. And so it's one of those things that it is going to be a struggle at times. But I encourage you that if you're interested at all, building a business, or, even it just something you're passionate about, that it should be something that you are publishing on, that you're continuing to talk about it, provide value, and give to other people, because it'll allow you to really make sure you're on the right path and all those other benefits that I talked about. So I hope this helps you in your journey to go big and go home. Thanks so much for tuning in. We will see you next time. Hey, it's Dustin, and I hope you got a lot of value out of this episode. And I also hope that you're already subscribed. If not, what are you waiting for? Go subscribe, rate, and review. That'll make sure that you get this content as soon as it comes out. And also make sure to share with your friends and family so that they can go big and go home just like you.